All right, so. I'm just starting in a butterfly for my introduction, but find a comfortable seat. And for those of you watching at home, my name is Emilee, and this is a gentle Hatha yoga. It might just be you guys that I send it to, or I have to send it in the link. So this is a demonstration of a yoga class with Emilee's Healing Hut. I'll be traveling for the rest of September, so please utilize this class if you'd like to for your home practice. So we're starting in a butterfly position. If you have blocks or blankets and you would like more support under your knees, go ahead and take that. If you would like to crisscross applesauce instead, however you feel comfortable in your seat. Wiggle the flush away from your sits bones, sit up nice and tall, drop your shoulders, lengthen the back of the neck, close off your eyes and go inward to begin our pranayama, our breath work. Just conscious breathing at first. So inhale, draw the air down to your belly, filling up the rib cage at the end, and exhale, let them both fall. Feeling the weight of your breath, inhale. Exhale. Continuing this flow. If you'd like to bring your right hand toward your belly button and your left hand over your heart, you can take another inhale, press your belly up against the inside of your hand and up to your left hand. Exhale, release. One more breath. Bring your hands to your sides, bring your knees to touch, windshield wiper the knees side to side, or any movement that feels like you're closing off the hips. And then we're going to move into this position of both knees bent. So the right knee is going to be in front of us. The shin is going to come parallel with the edge of the mat. And then the left knee is going, top of the thigh will come right underneath the arch of the foot. Yep, just like that. And then the left shin will be parallel with the back side of the mat. We're going to inhale and take a twist. And yes, if you want to have blocks prepared, if you do feel you'll need some blocks to help support the twist, we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to your right side. So your left hand will fall right on top of the knee. The right hand will reach behind you. This is where you might find the block helpful to give yourself more length. Make sure you're sitting up as tall as you can and twisting. Opening the heart on the twist, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, lifting the chin slightly and softening the gaze. Coming back to that extended breath. One more inhale and exhalation here. We will gently untwist to the center and then give a twist to the opposite side. Growing tall, keeping the leg moving if you need. Yeah, so if you have tight knees, breathing into them, moving your body, coming out of the pose if you need. And let's come back to center and switch sides. And then if you prefer to do crisscross applesauce, we can do that as well, or legs extended, or if you would like to stay in butterfly pose. Whatever shape your body wants to make. Sitting up nice and tall, inhaling the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist to the left, this time gently pressing the left knee with the right hand, and the left hand reaches behind us, open through the heart, and twist. And gently untwisting to center and walk the hands all the way over the opposite side. Gently feeling your knees pressed firmly onto the earth. Heart always opening. And gently come back to center. We're going to extend our legs out in front of us into a staff pose. Legs are straight, toes are flexed to begin, so we feel an extension of the arch of the foot, an activation of the quad muscles. Sit up nice and tall, draw your navel in, relax your shoulders, lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach forward, hinging at the hips. You can reach tall, reach long. These fingers can grab to the big toes if they don't make it there today. Bring your hands to your shins, hands to blocks as an option, or stay with the fingers on the toe. Relax the shoulders, lengthen from the heart, and bring the forehead towards the knees. You can have your knees as bent as you need here to reduce strain on the lower back. And when you find yourself comfortable, try to straighten the back of the knees a little bit closer to the earth. Softening in each exhale. One more inhale. Fill up your lungs and your belly, and exhale, fold forward. Gently walk your upper body upright. Bring the right foot in. Let the knee fall open if that's comfortable. Foot can stop on the inner thigh. If you need a block underneath the knee, that's okay as well. Inhale the arms to rise. Exhale, a little twist towards the left foot and fold towards the flexed left foot, stopping wherever you land. So whether that is thigh, blocks, shin, or bottom of the feet. And if it feels okay in your practice, you can sweep the right arm overhead and hover the bicep above the ear. And gently float the arms back up. Extend the right foot and bring the left foot in. Same thing on the opposite side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach for the foot. Adding the extended arm if that feels comfortable in the practice. Working the back of your right knee closer to the ground. And gently float the upper body up. Extend the left leg, come out to a big V shape. Wide-legged seated forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reach the hands forward. If you'd like to have blocks there, something to reach for. Or on the ground, you can come on forearms. Release the shoulders. Sending your breath to any areas that feel in need. So if you feel stretch in the back of the hamstring, the inner groin, thighs, wherever you feel it, use this as an opportunity to send your breath to soften and allow. Slowly begin to press your upper body upright. Let's go back into a forward fold with legs together in our Tadasana, staff pose. Tadasana. Let's bring our hands by our sides. Blocks are helpful here as well. So imagine the palms of the hands right underneath the shoulders. The elbows are bent and hugging towards one another. Point and flex your toes. To start, feel activation from the front of the ankles up to the shins, the quads, opening through the heart, dropping the belly. Lift your chin, look up. Lift your heart with the reach, pressing into the ground or to the blocks. Roll through the ankles. And then find stillness again. Let's go into our seated forward fold. So activate your quads, draw your belly up and in, open the heart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach as long as you can and reach forward, lengthening to find your big toes or the blocks or any other part of your leg besides the knees. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Soften with your exhale. Breathe into the back of the legs. Notice the difference, if there is one, from the first seated forward fold and the hamstring stretches we've been doing, and see if you feel any warmth building up, any forgiveness in the muscles. And gently walk the upper body to an upright seat. We're going to bend our knees, bring them underneath us for a tabletop pose. Coming in for cat-cow. If you need support under your knees, you're welcome to grab blankets. If you need support for the wrists, you can come on to your fists or come on to blocks. So starting in our cat-cows, we're going to drop our bellies down, open the heart, and inhale. As we exhale, we're going to round to the spine, draw our tailbone forward, press into the earth, look towards your knees. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round to the spine 3 more times. Letting your breath lead the movement. Find stillness. Let's make some hip circles, lowering our hips towards our heels in whichever direction feels comfortable. And move in the opposite direction. Let's find stillness, preparing for a child's pose. Walk your knees as wide as the mat or as wide as comfortable. Bring your toes to touch. Bring your bottom towards your heels and walk your hands out away from you. Lengthen the arms as much as possible. Make space for your forehead to come to the mat by pressing into the outer edges of your pinkies, opening the shoulders. Breathing into your child's pose. Breathing into the back of your rib cage, opening the back of the heart center. One more breath here, allowing your exhalation to soften you to the mat as much as possible. Press your hands into the mat, draw your heart forward, straighten your legs underneath you, lower your pelvis to the ground, coming into a Sphinx pose. How are we feeling?
Okay. My lower back is tender.
So with our tender lower back, make sure we release our glute muscles, elbows underneath shoulders, and then 90 degrees from elbow to hands extended, opening the heart, lengthening as much as possible. Arriving into Sphinx pose.
This is the one where you don't do your butt muscles, right?
Right.
Okay.
Do not squeeze the butt muscles.
Oh.
Relax. That's what I'm doing it right now too. So it's just a match because we want to protect our lower back, right? So we want to be like,
Mm-hmm.
So to prevent that, lower just slightly, press more into the pelvic region, release your glutes, and then find the lift, lengthen forward and up from the heart. And engage your lower core if it's possible. If we have a sensitive back, we might still feel some sensitivity as long as we're not feeling sharp pain. You go ahead and release down to the ground. Let your cheek come to the mat and let your arms come by your side. Relax. We're going to come into a starfish. So reach your left arm out to the side to a T. And then we're going to bring our right hand on the ground to anchor us and press as we roll over to the side, bending our right knee, bringing the foot behind the left leg.
I don't know.
I never remember what this is.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll demonstrate it this way. So left arm extends. Keep the left leg straight on the ground. Bring the right hand out to the side to roll onto the left shoulder. And then bring the right foot. Yep, there you go. And so bend the knee
Is
that's
it
above
behind the leg or in front of the leg?
behind the leg.
Okay.
And let the head rest on the ground. So we're feeling a stretch in the front of the left shoulder. Let's roll back onto our stomachs. Bend the left elbow in, the hand comes under the shoulder. Right arm extends. And then pressing into the left hand.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And drop back down to our stomachs. We're gonna move into our baby cobra. So another back extension. Hands flat on the ground underneath our shoulders, elbows draw in towards our rib cage. Walk your inner thighs and toes to touch. And lift from the heart. You should be able to release your hands if you wanted to. They're just there for support. And then lower the heart and the ear to the ground, arms by the side. Release your leg. Take one more breath here in relaxation. We're gonna move into a locust pose. We're going to lift up our thighs and walk our palms underneath the thighs. So slide the palms underneath the front of your thighs. Walking your arms underneath you, your toes and your inner thighs and calves will touch. Anchor through your pelvis and your core muscles. Draw your navel to your spine and lift your heart. And if it feels right, lift your toes as well. Squeezing the inner thighs together. You can always lower the front or the back side of you. Continuing to lengthen, lift, and hold. breathing while we do this. And go ahead and release. We'll walk our hands out from underneath us and press ourselves into a child's pose, knees together this time, forehead towards the mat, into a yoga ball, arms by the sides, or if you prefer wide knee, it's okay as well. If you'd like to interlace your fingers behind your back and take a bind, you can do that as well. Just child's pose,
Okay.
nothing crazy. We're gonna slowly press ourselves back up into our tabletop. We're gonna prepare for a downward facing dog. So we really want to make sure our hands are anchored into the ground, fingertips spread wide, micro bend in the elbows, engaging the upper arm to hold the weight of our upper body. Tuck our toes, lift our knees, and then send our hips all the way up, letting our ears drop between our biceps and our heels reach towards the back of the mat.
I don't remember what I was doing when you guys did that.
You didn't do down dog before?
I don't do that one. Don't remember.
We'll just stay here for a second, and we're going to walk to a stand. So if you want to make your way to standing into a forward fold without doing the down dog, then maybe you were doing a wide-legged, wide-legged. Is it wide-legged or wide-legged?
Legged.
Wide-legged. That's a big legged. All right, we'll walk towards the front of the mat in a forward fold. I'm just gonna stand up and adjust. So you can have blocks available if you're gonna come here for our forward fold if you would like. But our feet are just about hip distance, hinge at the hips, hands come to the ground or to blocks. And the blocks can be on different settings, hands can be on our shins, but let the head and neck hang. Relax the shoulders, straighten the back of the knees if that feels comfortable. Or bend the knees as much as you need as well. If you do feel more strain in the lower back, bend the knees, let the belly rest on top of the thighs and straighten the back of the knees from there. The head and neck hangs. You doing okay?
It was a long Labor Day.
Were you busy at work all weekend?
We did, me and two other services did 420 people on Monday.
Oh my goodness. What were your sales?
2,000, well, mine were 2,000 something.
Wow, that is a big day.
That's a lot of eggs.
A lot of eggs. All right, bend your left knee, and when you're ready to get back into it. But for those of us still in forward fold, bend the left knee a lot, straighten the right knee as much as you can. And we're going to reach the right arm up to the sky. Bend into the right knee, lower the right hand down, straighten the left leg and lift the left leg up to the sky. Bend the left knee. Let both arms hang. Tuck your chin into your chest. Keep it there as you ground your heels and roll up to stand vertebrae by vertebrae. You can turn the fan up a little bit too. Different setting. You want the fan higher? You're good, okay. So keeping the ground in our feet, we're in our Tadasana. So our feet, toes are pointing forward, feet are just about hip distance apart. Our thighs are slightly active with a micro bend in the knee, lift up from the pelvis, open through the shoulders, palms face forward, stand up nice and tall. Let's take a breath here. One more inhale. Exhale. We're gonna walk our hands right above our buttocks or anywhere on our hips that feel comfortable. Walk our elbows as close as possible or as straight back as possible, but it's okay wherever they land. We just want to feel an opening of the heart. We're going to ground through our feet and draw our pelvis forward as we open through the heart, look up to the sky. And gently come back to neutral, drop your chin to your chest, relax your arms. Move your arms forward and back. Let your chin come back to neutral, make some shoulder circles. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. And back to neutral. From Tadasana, we're going to move into our warrior two pose. The front foot, right foot will go in the middle of the mat, toes pointing forward. The left foot is also going to go in the middle of the mat on the same line. So if you drew a line from your right heel to the arch of your left foot, you'd be lined up heel to arch, center of the arch. The left heel is either parallel with the back side of the mat or turned in 45 degrees. Back leg is straight. Right knee bends right over the right ankle. Pelvis is open to the long side of the mat. Arms are long, shoulders soft, and look over the right fingertips. Pressing into the knife edge of the back side of the left foot. And the heel and the ball of the right foot, the front foot. Come back to your breath. Engage your core, knitting your bottom ribs together. Creating a seal, an energetic lock in your core. Go ahead and reverse your warrior. Left hand reaches for your left calf, right arm rises. If the knee comes up a little bit, bend back into the bend. Take your time. If you need to come out of the shape, come out and get back in when you can. Come back to our warrior two. And then lower the elbow to the top of the thigh. Extend the left arm long. Extended side angle. There's a long line of energy from the foot all the way up to the outside edge of the hand. Meanwhile, our side stays lifted, we're not collapsing. And rise back up to our warrior two. We're gonna straighten the front leg, prepare for triangle. If you do wanna block for triangle, I recommend putting it behind the right foot on the tallest setting. It can go on the inside as well, but on the outside, help to open our shoulders more. So preparing for triangle, we want to reach longer, reach forward, and then down, reach for the block. Think of stacking shoulder on top of shoulder.
Both knees are straight.
Yes. And then lower the left hand down, framing the front foot, pivot the back foot onto the toes. We're in a high lunge. And step the left foot forward into our forward fold. Gently roll up back into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. And we're going to step the right foot back, so our left foot's forward into the warrior two on the opposite side. Take a moment to check in with your alignment, relax the shoulders. Go ahead and reverse your warrior. Back up to center. And allow the elbow to rest on top of the thigh. Back up to our warrior two, straighten the front leg, grab a block if you'd like for triangle. And reach long, reaching down for the block. Bend the front knee, lower the right hand down, pivot onto the ball of the right foot, so we're in a high lunge. And then step the right foot forward. This time we're going to sit low for a chair. So keep the feet grounded on the earth, the knees bent, sweep the arms up. Core draws in, look down to see all 10 of your toes. And lower the hands to the ground, bend your knees all the way down, come down to sitting on your bottoms. A little bit, we still have some time. Some more poses left. No, you don't have to get back up. Well, yeah, back close, you're right, we're gonna do our abs and lay on the ground. Okay, you're like pulling down poses. So first coming into our boat pose. Open through the heart first, sit up nice and tall through our sacrum. And then you can grab the back of your hamstrings if you'd like, and extend your legs up. If you'd like to keep your feet on the ground, you can. Now work to find the balance between holding the back of the legs, straightening the legs, and opening the heart. When you feel like you've got a good sense of balance and you're able to hold this, you can try extending the arms. Making sure not to dump. Like this, we really want to be opening the heart. And go ahead and bring the knees in, rock onto our backside, massaging the lower back. Lower the left foot down, cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your right hand to the window of your legs and interlace the fingers with the left hand, lifting the left foot off the ground. So we have a figure four with our legs and drawing this forward towards our heart. And go ahead and release. Switch feet, switch figure four. Reach to grab the right hamstring and draw the forward towards your heart. Make sure your shoulders relax on the ground underneath you and the back of your neck is long. You can close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Come back to your breath, breathing into your belly. And go ahead and release. Grab the outside edges of your feet with your hands for a happy baby. The knees are bent, holding your feet, rocking side to side, playfully extending one leg at a time. And we'll bring the bottoms of our feet together. Lift up your bottom to make room and let the knees fall open for a reclined butterfly. As we did in the beginning of the practice, take your right hand and rest it on top of your belly, the left hand over the heart. And take a few breaths, inhaling deep through the nose, drawing the air down into the belly, extending the hand outward. Exhale, release. 2 more breaths like this. Expanding the rib cage and the belly as much as you can. Releasing. 1 more breath. Relax your hands by your sides. Windshield wiper the knees together. And when you're ready, begin to walk your legs straight out in front of you. Extend your arms overhead. Good morning stretch. Fingertips reach away from toes. You can point your toes. Grow as long as you can. And then release your hands by your sides. Let your ankles, your feet relax. Everything relax. We're going to go through a Shavasana, which means we lie here in stillness, in corpse pose, observing our breath, focusing on the breath. As thoughts want to come in, breathe them away, invite them to come back later. Now is the time to rest, to absorb our practice. Relax your forehead. Breathe into your jaw. Breathe onto your shoulders, to your hands, to your feet and your legs. Relaxing your core, your hips, your thighs. Relax the whole body. And gently begin to breathe awareness back into the body. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Wrists and ankles, and bending your knees, feet flat on the ground. And slowly rolling onto a side. Fetal position. Then working your way up to a comfortable seat.
Wonder how long.
Come to a comfortable seat. We're going to bring our hands together over heart center. Rub your hands, creating friction, prana energy. And think of a place on your body that could use gentle touch or energetic healing, and hover or touch that place on your body right now. Feeling the vibration of your hands and the healing energy. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Hands over heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, ladies, for coming. and for
Thank you for
joining.
having me.
I'm glad that it
I'm glad you gave me that sword.